Hello everybody, this is Walrus McFish Sr. and we're back with some more Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. Yeah, we've got this Zabirius, the Demon Spawn Necromancer type character, and he's doing really well, so I felt like playing a little bit more today. I would consider recording another Isaac video, but, I don't know if I'm going to have time to finish one of those, and it sort of doesn't really make sense to record just half of an Isaac video, so I figured let's play a little bit more Dungeon Crawl. Here's the plan, I think. Let's go and see if we can grab the Abyssal Rune. And I know that might take a variable amount of time, but I think we can go and do that in a reasonably short period. And then from there, we'll probably do Tomb. So that's a good plan. We also need to figure out what to do exactly about our long-term plans. First of all, I realize I'm carrying around two energy and power staves here, which we don't really need. So let's drop those, free up a little bit more slots. We forgot about our Rod of Clouds. We should use that a little bit more. We have plenty of food, which is good. If we're going to go into the Abyss, having an Amulet of Resist Mutation is very important. We'll definitely keep that around. I mean, we have most of our stuff on our person. Let's carry around Scrolls of Recharging just in case. We can afford a slot for that. Scrolls of Recharging are pretty invaluable. Very versatile. And I think we'll be good. How about our spells? Yeah, that does for our inventory. What are we going to do about our spells? And I think we want to memorize Azakubo's armor. Just because our charms is great already. I mean, that doesn't really matter for a level 3 spell. We're a mighty wizard by now, but in any case, we don't have the ice magic, and we're going for Operation Glaciate. I think that's a go. That's a plan, and that'll help us win our Ziggurat in the ultra long-term late game. Well, unfortunately, we only have 2 spell levels left, and that's annoying. And I don't really want... I want to get this experience in the Abyss. I want to put that into ice magic. So I think what we're going to do is forget something. Looking at our spells, I think that probably the most forgettable one right now is actually Death Channel. Because, I mean, with the clearance of slime pits, that's pretty much the last stage of the game in which we're going to be facing large amounts of living enemies. So, those sorts of death-type magic, Agony is past its prime as well. We'll keep that around a little bit longer, though, because it's a little bit more useful. I mean, we've been using it more consistently. But Death Channel is 6 spell level slots that I think we can afford to, get rid of. We use with other things. We're going to have to shuffle our spells around a little bit as we head towards the late game. Do we have any amnesia, though? For sale. Sure. We could also destroy the spellbook, right? Was that in something, though? Where did I find Death Channel? Whoops. It was in Kiku's Collected Works on Evil. I could destroy that book, but Kiku might get angry at me. I'll just shell out for the amnesia. There we go. Scroll of Amnesia. Yep. We'll read it right now. And get rid of Death Channel. Yep. We're not really going to have opportunities to summon huge ghost armies anymore. The exception perhaps being Zot. There's lots of Draconians and such in Zot. So, I mean, that's a good place to have those necromantic spells. But, we're not too worried about that. And the real dangers in Zot are not the Draconians. There's plenty of ways to deal with Draconians. So now we can memorize Azakubo's armor, no problem. We can memorize a lot of things now, if we really wanted to. We can memorize a Necronomicon spell. If we really wanted to, that'd be pretty cool. But I really want to get this ice magic going. I'm just looking at the possibilities here. Necromutation would still be at 99%. We'll keep that in the cards, but right now I'm more concerned about getting a big blasty spell for dealing with huge swarms of enemies at once. And satiating Machleb's bloodlust, so that we keep regenerating health. And I think that might be Glaciate and Hellfire. So, Azakubo's is right there. Let's go for it. Yes. Alright. It's H. That doesn't really make sense. Let's change that. From H to, how about Z? Azakubo's armor. So I can just press ZZ for Azakubo's armor. But actually, it's important enough that I'm going to set it as a macro. Refine to ZZ top. And that's pretty good. Now we've got some ice magic. So let's take a look at our skills. We haven't really adjusted our skills in a while. I like getting my fighting up, especially if we're going to be hurling a lot of Hellfire and using Machleb eventually. Armor can get up, sure. I mean, it's not very good right now. Dodging, sure. I'd like to turn off my shields. See, I'm so bad about not turning off my skills. It's the problem I have in this game. I get so attached to them, and then I'm like, oh, well, we might need it a little bit more later. Like, Necromancy, I do want to defocus, but it would be nice to get it up to 21 so at least get the new title. Spellcasting, I sort of want to focus, and Conjurations we need if we're going to do Glaciate. Alright, this is ridiculous. Ice Magic needs to get focused. That means Evocations needs to come off. Armor is good enough for now. It's low, but we just hit a breaking point. Is that dumb? I don't know. That's going to get leveled up a little bit more efficiently. At 9%, this is not terrible. Let's defocus Necromancy. There, alright. I don't like to defocus it more than 10% each. Then I really feel bad, like I'm misattributing things. You know, it's like I might as well just have it on random if it's lower than 10%. I like to focus it a little bit. I do want to focus Conjurations, but I mean, that's so high already. We'll get that going eventually. I also want to focus Spellcasting. We just freed up a bunch of spell levels. We'll see. We'll turn off some things, then we'll turn on some other things eventually. Shields is almost to 15, at which point I will just turn that off, because that's the break point for shields, for a regular size shield. And we're good to go. I think we're ready to head into the Abyss. Perfect. Let's see how long this takes. Could take 1 second, could take a million years. The Abyss is crazy like that. Certainly one of the more random parts of the game, and this game is all about randomness, so that's saying something. Alright, here we go, going into the Abyss. Might be difficult to get out, right, game? Yeah, will not be able to return immediately, but are we ready? I think we are. Go. Magical Force, Warping Space. What's that? That's an empty arch. That's pretty cool. I thought it might have been an abandoned shop or something. I've never actually seen a functioning shop in the Abyss, but I feel like it could be a chance. Hey, look, immediately we find a staircase. That's very good luck for the first level. Alright, plunge deeper into the Abyss. Let's pick up the money if we can. Yeah, 25 Abyss bucks. You can only spend them in the Abyss, but, you know, visit the gift shop afterwards. Yeah, 62 gold pieces. Man, this level is just full of gold. I mean, I guess gold is gold. It's one advantage of a gold standard. Doesn't matter where you dug it up. I guess we're going to go with the Dagger of Electrocution. Or Flaming Death, even. But we don't even want to deal with fighting too many guys. We're not that stealthy. I don't think we're as unstealthy as we were in our Tengu game. Remember that? We were completely unstealthy with that huge aura following us around. It was pretty nightmarish, right? It was Craw's game, as I remember. 62 bucks, 62 Abyss bucks. I'm gonna be a Abyssillionaire. Which is something, you know, you can make a living in the Abyss. Doesn't it mention that there was some people who... Or, I mean, I guess there's some creatures who have made their home in the Abyss. That's what it says, you know, if you read the description. Which is a little frightening. It's not an easy place to make out a living, but I guess some sort of demonic type creatures, they find it to be kind of pleasant. They find it to be just their kind of place. Or maybe they're trapped here and they can't get out, but at least they're tough enough to survive. If you can't get out, I mean, we can get out. You know, it's not that hard. Scroll of Amnesia, we were just looking for one of those. It sort of reminds me, do you ever play the game Grim Fandango? Don't think I've mentioned that before. But that game was sweet, right? You ever play that game? Came out in, like, the late 90s. It was an adventure game, you know, about, like, it was sort of half, like, film noir, like, detective sort of story, and then half, like, weird Mexican mythology, like, undead. Like, it took place in the Mexican underworld, basically. And it was pretty crazy sounding because it was crazy, but it was awesome. It was a really good story, and yeah, it was a crazy mystery. And anyway, yeah, I mean, it was like it was the premise. Anyway, the reason I bring it up is because the premise of the game was you have to go on this long journey. Once you die, you have to go to a journey to reach sort of like your final resting place, heavenly type area. But it was a long journey, you know, it was a long journey to get there, And so some people basically would just sort of settle there. They just sort of settled in the land of the dead because it was just easier, I guess. This is a little annoying here, just getting surrounded by dudes, but we handled them all with relative ease. Let's keep looking for stairs, huh? I don't like this exactly, but what are you going to do? I don't think we even got sick. Wretched stars. See, that's not what we want to see. We'll put on our resist mutation. It pulsed with the light, but it's okay. Shooting orbs at orbs here. Let's get... Oh, it's a Cacodemon. Alright, well, I'm double glad I'm wearing the Amulet's resist mutation now. We got the Wretched Star, at least. Here comes the Cacodemon. Let's just try stabbing it a few times, I guess. I don't know. Hellfire, maybe? Do you guys have Hellfire resistant? I bet you don't. Let's do it. Whoa, I didn't mean to do that. At least we got him, mostly. I'm confused. What? That's preposterous. I don't want to be confused here. I think I'm going to cure out of this. Ugh. And then Mystic Blast this guy. Alright, and now we should just haste and run, right? I don't want to deal with these guys. Get me out of here. I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here. Stupid star spawn. Alright, we're fine. We can throw up a regenerate if we wanted to. Sure, why not? Regenerate. Deep elves. Not in my abyss. We already exterminated all you guys. Okay. We're slow. We found a nice lava pit, though. This is a good place to hang out if you're a demon like us. Hello, Unseen Horror. You are not a concern. Yeah, ice magic going up. We're feeling good about that. I know... Ooh, okay, we teleported, but that region of the abyss wasn't doing much for us anyway. I know we said at the beginning of the game that we would be a stereotypical fiery demon. And so this feels like a little bit of a betrayal to that we're going into ice magic. But I think that all things considered, we're making the right choice. I mean, as we've discussed, you know, the lack of vision makes Firestorm less of an attractive option. And then also, you know, I mean, here's my backstory. You know, my father was the demon. You know, the father of Zabirius was a demon. That's where I get my fiery arrogance and my passion for blowing things up with hellfire. And then my mother was the human. You know, my mother was a human, but she was talented with magic. You know, I mean, she was more of a cool personality. It's possible that she was the one who summoned, you know, Zabirius' father, and then they ended up falling in love or something like that. Or something less, you know, you know, there's less pleasant ways to get pregnant than falling in love. But, I don't know, some sort of demonic, you know, bric-a-brac happened, and then here we are, Zabirius, we're born into the world. So, you know, we're sort of torn between two worlds. It's tough, you know, it's tough being a demon spawn. Because you don't fit in anywhere, really, you know, I mean, we don't, you can see the humans don't accept us, you know, I mean, we're not accepted into the vaults or human society. We're definitely not accepted by these demons. These demons just kill everybody, so that's not really a fair comparison, but, you know, I mean, we just don't really feel welcome. It's tough being a demon spawn, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. There's a neck exec, but we are wearing the resist mutation, right? Alright, let's use some Battlesphere action. We can blow up these lesser demons. Barely a threat. Yeah, these guys are fast and annoying. So, Mystic Blast time, I guess. Yeah, these large... Yeah, see, I mean, it doesn't really matter. We got this. I almost feel like the Scimitar of Flaming Death would be a better option here. I mean, I feel like that just might be a stronger sword than just a dagger of electrocution. I don't know. I mean, I feel like Mystic Blast is also doing pretty well for us, so... Working horror, it's just gonna explode, right? But here we found a gate. Oh, it exploded. But it's okay. There we go. We escaped downstairs. We didn't get sick. We didn't get exploded by the Torment Bomb. And, good. Alright, here we are in Abyss 3. We could theoretically find the rune here, so let's keep your eyes peeled. A Corrupted Altar of Lugonu, that would improve our chances. Yeah, that would be an idea, right? It's a tempting idea. Lugonu is supposed to be like one of the gods of temptation here. She's got that altar where it's like she tempts you with the special item that you're not allowed to have under the worship of your current god, and she's like, hey, worship me, and, you know, all bets are off. I don't care. So, I don't know. I didn't really consider Lugonu as an option. Lugonu would be cool. I mean, we'll probably have another Abyssal Knight at some point. I mean, it would be an interesting option. I don't know how good Lugonu is for Abyss, for Ziggurats. Corrupt is not a bad option, you know, for clearing out large rooms, and you could do that every Ziggurat floor. But would you be able to keep up the piety for that? I'm not sure. On the other hand, I don't know. I'm sort of sold on Mokleb. Mokleb is a classic Ziggurat god. We should try to do this as classically as possible before we get our footing in a Ziggurat. So, tempting. It's tempting Lugonu. But I'll decline this time. Scroll of Identify is always nice. Potion of Might. And we found another stairs down. I guess we should take it. Let's pick up this money, though, because we're super greedy. Again, that's for my dad's side. Demons love golds. It's a fact of the universe. I don't know. Ooh, tempting. Let's just do it, man. We've done it before, right? We do it all the time. We're stealthier than we were in the Tengu game. We can handle Abyss 5. You know, for those of you playing along at home, this is stupid, right? You know, you don't do this. Don't go down to the Abyss 5 just because you're impatient. But Zabirius has no time for games. It's like, take me to your CEO, you know? Wretched Star. Alright, we are still wearing Resist Mutation. Yeah, it's basically good to just wear that all the time, I guess. Okay, we're leading out of the Abyss. Preposterous. Why would we leave the Abyss without our prize? Aw, we feel frail. You know what? You're getting some Hellfire for that. And then one more Mystic Blast ought to blow it up. Yeah, alright. Hellfire, I think, does make a lot of noise. Fortunately, we do have electrical resistance, so... Yeah, and we got uncorrupted by that, which is kind of nice. Let's throw up a regeneration. It's a good thing to have in the Abyss. That's just that. Here's some trees, but I mean, trees are pretty normal for the Abyss. Weird abyssal trees. Keep your eyes peeled. Here's the thing. Look at this door structure. I know things generally get weirder as you go down to the Abyss, but I don't know. This looks like it could be something. It's just an altar. But could be more. Altar/rune vault? I doubt it. No, it's lava. Alright, what's going on over here? Red area. That's nothing too strange. Abyssal gold. I'll take it. Thrashing Horror is nothing special. Churns violently and seems to grow stronger. That's pretty silly. I don't think I've ever seen that behavior before. But have we even been to the Abyss in point 15? I'm not sure. Maybe I just never noticed before. Ice Magic up to level 2. Good for us. Even at 10% investment. It's pretty easy to get good at a low-level skill. Shadow Wraith. Okay. How about we just haste ourselves and just stab these guys a few times. Dispel you. Stab, stab. Dispel. Battle Sphere. Whoops, we don't have enough power, so let's just go to a new region. And we could leave if we wanted to, but that is preposterous. So preposterous. We could also cast Sublimation of Blood and stuff like that. But you know what? I think we're just good. I think we're all good. Just need to find this rune and get out of here. If you were an abyssal rune, where would you be? In some random location, right? We're teleporting to random locations, so that seems to be working in our favor. That Guardian Serpent is completely trapped between glass, which is hilarious. Is that part of a rune vault or something? I don't know. It could still teleport stuff to us, but I feel like that could just be random abyssal looniness. It was wielding a giant club of distortion and a giant club of chaos. That's incredible. But I feel like it also seems to be like the sort of place that could be a vault, right? That snake could possibly teleport him towards us. I feel like we should go and check this out. Is this some sort of Xam vault or just random chaos vault? We can get a stab on this guy, huh? Yeah, we stabbed him. That's good. More incentive to work up our stealth a little bit more. Yeah, what's going on in here? Abyssal Rune of Zot, it's right there. Well, why did I learn apportation? I should have learned apportation. Okay. So what do we do about this? There's a giant eyeball in there, which is crazy. We could get paralyzed. Those have all but removed from the game, you know. I mean, they barely exist anymore. But how do we get it? Where's the Abyssal Rune? There it is. It's under the eyeball. So what do we do? Something crazy? Just charge in? I guess we try to dig our way in, right? Can we dig? Is this just a rock wall? It's a stone wall. That's a rock wall. That's a rock wall. Do we have a wand of disintegration? I don't know if I brought one with me. I'm not sure why not. But we do have the wand of digging, so let's just dig up. I don't want to get paralyzed. I wish I had brought apportation. I think what we're going to do is wield the Rod of Clouds and then shoot it up here towards everybody. I killed a giant eyeball. That's incredible luck. Alright, we don't have to worry about that. That's my number one fear. And these guys have got Weapons of Chaos, Giant Club of Distortion, and Weapons of Chaos. That's stupid dangerous. I know these guys are listed as not being dangerous at all, but I'm pretty scared of that right now. I feel like I should cast Haste at least. Haste. How much is that hurting them? Quite a bit. Let's try just Mystic Blast, and hopefully they don't just, like, teleport us away with their crazy clubs. I think we're okay so far. I don't know if we've been hit, really. You died. Unfortunately... Oh, these Rakshas... Oh, I'm sure that those Rakshas are mostly illusions. But that's still pretty crazy. We gotta kill the Etten, right? We care about that more than anything. The Rakshas are just nuisances. Alright, now we step in. We have the Flame Cloud immunity, so we can just step into the fire. Oh, that's so incredibly cool. That's pretty badass right there, right? The rune is right there. Get it. Oh, and those serpents can teleport people in from beyond. That's crazy design. This is the coolest Abyssal Zot rune vault I've ever seen. I'm going to grab this. Yes. We got the Abyssal rune. We didn't get to see what color it was, but it did flash sort of a pinkish purple classic color of the Abyss. So that's not really a surprise, but it was pretty cool. It's either completely random or just sort of pink and purple like the Abyss, I'm sure. If I remember correctly from a previous video. I think they might have changed it. I think it used to be just like random all colors, sort of like Chaos Brand is, and I think they changed it. They rebranded the Abyss to be more pink and purple. So they thought it would be more understandable. Alright, we got it, and we can just sort of waltz out of here. No need for a, flailing teleport to get away. I did that pretty well, I think. Come on, right? I think that was pretty cool. In and out in a relatively brief period of time. The Abyss holds no danger for us. We just need to find the way out. And that should appear shortly. Okay. Let's put on our... Yeah, we'll put on that, and then we'll throw Hellfire here. I don't want to get confused. That's totally awesome. Hellfire, take out 3 golden eyes. Scroll of Enchant Weapon, yeah, we'll take it, Get out of here, Smoke Demon. I don't know if those guys have Hellfire resistance, but we'll just blast them anyway. There we go, Gateway leading out of the Abyss. We got it. We'll grab the Potion of Might as well. And then we'll just step out of here. Bam. Oh, and let's wield a proper weapon before we forget. I might have Oh, we don't care about that. What? How did that happen? Did we drop our good staff? Did we drop the Staff of Energy? Not like we're really using it. We dropped an Encrypt 3. Oh, that's pretty dumb. Oh, but we also have one back. Oh, no, that's the spare. We have one at our stash that we just dropped accidentally. So, yeah. Let's just go and pick that up real quick before we forget about it. It might help if we need to cast Orb of Destruction real quick. But, wait, where do we put it? Emergy. Staff of Energy. There's also a Crystal Ball of Energy. We could definitely pick that up. Yeah, let's just go get it. Not really any loot to speak of or anything, but we didn't expect any loot. It's the Abyss, we don't care about that. We want that. You don't expect to go into the Abyss finding any loot. We got a bit of gold. It's all completely random. Sometimes you find the best thing ever, sometimes you just wander around for hours. We got out pretty easy, I think. I think that was a relatively simple Abyss. We were in and out without too much hair pulling. And part of that is we were not as unstealthy as we could have been. And, here, let's grab this real quick. Where'd I put it? It's the staff. Where is it? Alright, staff energy, right there. Perfect. And that should be... Okay. Good. Yeah, I mean, we just have the power level to handle the Abyss. You know, resist mutation is nice. We didn't get malmutated at all. Plus the inherent resistance mutation. You know, we got strong genes. And, yeah, no problems. I mean, what can we say? Let's take a look at our runes just to be cool. We got 4 of them. We could theoretically go into Zot and win the game, but we have much grander ambitions than that. So, anything else we wanted to drop here before we end the video, before we forget about it? Rotting Flesh, 1 meat ration. Yeah. Amnesia we can keep here. Might want to use that actually, but it's nice to have one on hands. And I guess that'll be it, right? Good for us. Alright, great video. That was very successful. Got another rune, another step closer to our goal. Thanks for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time.